Hi guys, welcome to our new episode of our podcast. In this episode, we will discuss a fantastic race that happened this weekend. Let's discuss the race. Now, welcome back to our podcast, guys. I am Saurabh. In this episode, I don't have Kashi and Sonu with me, and we are going to discuss another fantastic race happened last weekend, guys. As you know, in the Red Bull KTM circuit in Austria, it was a phenomenal battle till the end between the championship leader Marc Marquez and Andre Dovizioso, where Andre Dovizioso finally broke the Marquez dominance and won that round at the last possible turn of the race. It was a fantastic move. Let us talk about that move. So later on, when Dovi was asked, how did you manage to do that move? Did you practice for it or were you thinking about it? And the guy said, no, I just went for it. Now this shows the passion and the fight, which is still on, by the way. The point difference is 58 between them, but the battle of the championship is still on. Now that race reminded me of a lot of battles that we saw over the years in MotoGP, where two leaders took to the front, and by the way, there was a third guy also, Fabio Quartararo, who had a fantastic race. But these two, Dovi and Marc Marquez, were in the class of their own. Marc Marquez was initially left behind when Dovi took the lead. Again, such is the dominance of Marc Marquez that eventually he crept up and was amongst the leaders. But this time, Dovi did not let him go. In fact, Fabio Quartararo was also fighting with them. But eventually what happened, in the last few laps, these two went ahead so much that it was a straight scrap between them. They overlapped each other so many times during the race that we lost the count. The public that was there in the KTM circuit loved every bit of it. Since it was an Austrian circuit, they would have wanted a KTM rider to be among the top three. But anyways, they were loving the battle between the leaders. And eventually, Dovi won the race and the Ducati team was ecstatic. If you saw those reactions after the race, they were fantastic. These guys worked very hard for this race. A lot of the times, Ducati had the pace, but the cornering and the balance of Honda is such that Marc Marquez, on top of his game right now, with taking one victory after another, was leaving the competition behind. But somehow, Dovi now is in the running. Though he told the reporters it is impossible to cover that gap of 58 points. But we think one or two good races for Dovi can lead to another fight in the championships till the end. We actually want that. Though we love Marc Marquez and we love how he dominates the races, wins the races, but we want to fight till the end. So now that we have talked about the race leaders, we will talk about the other riders as well. In the third place, Fabio Quartararo had a fantastic race. He looks like a star in the making. Let's see what happens in the future. We think this guy will be amongst the best in the future. We know that Fabio Quartararo has phenomenal talent. He is showing it. He is fighting for podium places in almost every race. The problem with him is he's still young. He's learning. He loses control now and then and falters during the race. When we talk about these three, we have to talk about Alex Rins as well. Alex Rins is showing phenomenal form in the Suzuki X-Star team. No one expected Suzuki to be amongst the top riders, but Alex Rins has shown Suzuki is developing their bike very well, and we think that next season Suzuki X-Star team, Suzuki factory team will be more competitive than this year. And along with Fabio Quartararo and Alex Rins, we have a fantastic future of MotoGP. Now let's talk about the Italian, the champion, the master, the doctor, Valentino Rossi. Now this guy showed again he has what it takes to be amongst the top riders. He qualified in the middle row, in the second row, and showed tremendous pace from the start. He was one of the few riders who closed the gap between him and the top three riders. Eventually was not able to catch up with those guys and had to settle for a pretty good fourth position. Now a lot of people are saying that he should retire, but we think that he still has it in him. He still a top 5 rider, and he shows now and then age does not matter. Now this guy, what can we say about this guy? He's our favorite racer, a legend, and we are so happy that he has decided to be in MotoGP. And now let's talk about some other riders that did not fare well in this race. One of the biggest disappointment was Danilo Petrucci. Now recently the Italian has showed phenomenal form, but this race he qualified really poorly and managed to secure a very average 9th position. We love the riding style of Petrux, but he needs to be more consistent if he wants to continue with Ducati factory team. There are a lot of talent coming through the ranks, and they might take the Ducati factory team place from Petrux. So we wish him very well, and we hope Petrux rides better in the remaining rounds. Now the race, the circuit actually is a pretty fast circuit with a lot of fast corners, a lot of places to overtake and maneuver your bike. This is one of our favorite circuit, and every time when MotoGP happens in this circuit, it always becomes a thrilling race. Since it's a fast turning circuit, no rider is able to completely dominate this circuit. With this win, Dovi has managed to secure a Ducati domination in this circuit. Last year it was Lorenzo who won the race from Marc Marquez, and this year in the last corner Andre Dovizioso maintained the same. The race was about to finish when we thought that Marc Marquez had taken an unassessable lead, but Dovi showed that if you persist till the end, you will win the race. This win might just prop up Ducati and Dovi to go for the championship. Now initially he was giving a tremendous fight to Marc Marquez, but eventually as the races progressed and the rounds progressed, Marc Marquez showed his dominance over the riders that he has as of now. He is still the clear favorite to win the championship. Now, he looks in amazing form. The bike looks great, but we hope that Dovi gives him a fantastic, phenomenal fight till the end. We want to see such kind of a season where 2 to 3 or more riders fight it out for the trophy. We wish both of them best of luck, and we hope Dovizioso and Ducati try to fight with Marc Marquez and the Repsol Honda team. The next round will be in Silverstone, UK, which is a phenomenal circuit. It is a crazy circuit, a very tough circuit. So we want everyone. So we are expecting a fantastic race in the next round. We hope that the remaining rounds bring us phenomenal competition, and hopefully this win will rejuvenate Ducati. We are looking forward to the Silverstone circuit. The race will be on 25th August, and we hope that the race lives up to the circuit. We hope to see a phenomenal battle between Ducati and Honda. Not only Ducati and Honda, actually we want Yamaha and Suzuki to be there as well. Let's hope Dovi is able to catch Marc Marquez, and though the chances are very low, but we hope that battle for the championship goes till the end. Now this was a short analysis and a short review of the Red Bull Austrian Grand Prix that happened last weekend. We will bring you more such short reviews in the future. Follow our podcast channel and keep listening to our podcast. Follow us on social media. We'll leave the links below in the description. If you like our podcast, like, share and comment, and wait for our new episode. Till we meet again, my name is Saurabh. Before we go, I should say, ride safe, always wear a protective gear and ride everywhere. Bye.